I'm all set up to do my 2-ply. I've got a nice clean leader, my kind of lazy cake, because this was spun on the Swiss frame wheel that I have, and that'll be talked about in a different video. And I've got some singles that were dyed in the roving, kind of a misfire dye, so this is going to be interesting to ply. And like always, check our uptake, make sure we're happy with it. And I'm fairly happy with it. I haven't changed the tension settings from the chain ply. Again, I do the knot. I know a lot of people don't like the knot. I know some spinners just put it together and then ply it in there, and I think that's kind of silly. It doesn't give a nice clean end. Alright, and we can see some of the energy from the leader coming into the ply. Go ahead and start. See, there's just too much tension right now. We're not getting good flyer spin. So we loosen that up. There we go. And we want to ply it so that we get a nice ply in there, but we want to check, and you can do this with your chain plies too, just like you would for a single, to see how much sproing you have in it. Check to see if it's balanced. Right now I know I've got a little too much energy in it, and I'm just going to go ahead and back up my draft in there. And see, that's pretty well balanced. It's not wanting to twist when it's right up on itself. Take that in. And I kind of do my plying by sight. I look at the angle the ply is laying. If it's laying like that, I'm usually pretty happy with it up until about that angle. If it's at that angle, I know there's going to be way too much energy in it, and it's going to crush up and snarl and not be a happy yarn. That little loop action that just happened there. When you're plying, you don't want any slack to be in there, because it's going to give you a loose bobbin. It's not going to pack on as tightly as you'd like it to. You want to keep your pace fairly even and gently let it guide in. Oh, got a weird spot because I'm not using a tension to lazy K right now. So it's going to want to curl up on me. My singles are really high energy. I did overspin them a little bit on purpose because I wanted a nice ply on this. The more spin in your singles, the more twist you're going to want to put in your ply, because what happens is when you're spinning an S, it's going to be S no matter if it's pointed this way or this way. And what happens when you spin Z on S singles, it's releasing that energy from the single a bit, and it will help to balance the yarn. See, that's not very balanced. So just draft out a little bit more, let in. See, it's balancing out. I'm going to check to see if I'm packing on good enough, and I think I am. And just keep going along and do your flying. I'm going to show you how I achieved the very loose pack bobbin and the yarn spinning in a great loop around it as it tried to wind on. And we're going to see if I can recreate that, and it could be interesting. Well, almost had it. Oh, there it went. What's happening is you're trying to shove the yarn in there, and it's not going to want to do that. It's going to want to gently go onto the bobbin. You have to go at the same speed the flyer's going. If the flyer's going very slow, it's going to wind slow. If it's going very fast, it's going to wind fast, and it will pack the yarn on there as tight as can be. What I'm noticing a lot is when people just shove it in there, it'll whip out in a great big arc and then get caught on things. I think one time I got it caught on the actual flywheel itself, and it was a disaster. It was bad. Lots of detangling involved that day. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and finish plying this up, and I think that's pretty much it for solving these couple of problems. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact us either on Etsy with JMS Wheels or on Ravelry with the JMS Wheels support group. Happy spinning!